You guys requested it. A two-man AFK wood chopping tree farm. What's up, everybody? It's Broken Bones here, and welcome to Redstone in a Box. Today we're going to be showing you how to build a two-man AFK wood chopping tree farm. On episode 23 of my Let's Play series, Michael Amman left me a comment requesting a tutorial on how to build this tree chopping section. Now, I didn't really have a request to build a whole tree farm, but at the same time, the chopping section is kind of useless without the tree farm. Now, this isn't the same tree farm I have in my server. This is actually a server-friendly one that everyone could build. The other one that I have on my server is quite big and bulky, and actually it's quite monstrous as well, and I've put a ton of upgrades with it, which absolutely it lags the server out. It really does. And so it's not something that I'd recommend building on a server, but this is something that is absolutely server friendly and everyone can have. First thing you notice when you come up to the farm is you have a rail cart in the middle of it. So if you come in here and you hit this rail cart, this is actually so you can collect all the saplings from this farm. Now, oak tree farms, especially the small ones, are notorious for spitting the saplings out into the redstone area around back right here. And it's just a pain in the butt because in order to have a profit of any saplings, you have to go around here and collect all of your saplings to make sure that you get them all. Now, that can be quite timely. You spend quite a bit of time going around your farm, jumping up and down on all this redstone, going around collecting everything. So what I've done is I've had a real speedy way of collecting most of the saplings that are around your farm. Of course, there's going to be some around here in the middle, some around where the minecart track doesn't get, but anything that's around the edge, which is the majority of the area, is where all of your saplings are going to get collected from. And unlike going around and hopping around your farm, this thing is actually quite quick. In just a few seconds, you can go around the entire farm and collect every single sapling, and when it's done, it brings you right back to the beginning so you can exit and then go ahead and go right back to planting trees. And if we come in a little closer, you'll see that your saplings are all right here in a shulker box, draining right into your dropper right here. That spits one out every single time you grow a tree. Also, too, you have this button right here. This is only to reset the farm if it ever jams up. Every once in a while, this tree farm will jam up where it'll just, the whole system will jam up. And what'll happen is the redstone block gets jammed in the wrong position. So it'll turn the farm off, and even though the farm will be on. And so what you have to do is you have to flick this in the off position, and then what's going to happen is it's actually going to turn the farm on. And so this light will be in the off position, in the off state like it is now, but the farm will be running. While it's in the off position, go ahead and hit this button and it'll reset the entire farm. And over here just to the left, you have this little corridor that you can walk on down. This is your AFK wood chopping area. What you want to do is you want to press your character into this corner. Press him into that corner till he can't move anymore. Once you've done that, you want to make sure that you're pointed in this direction, looking at that obsidian block right there. Go ahead and R2, press down your R2 trigger on your controller or your mouse button, whatever edition you're playing on. Make sure that you're just like that. And every single 10th revolution this thing has, which is every 50 wood blocks, you're going to get a dispensing of a bottle of enchanting. That's going to mend your pickaxe. So you need to make sure that you have unbreaking 3, mending, and efficiency 5 on your pick, or on your axe. That'll make sure that this bottle of enchanting will actually do the job. And if you walk on down here, this is your storage area. So it's all set up like that. It stores your wood up from this side to that side. And if you walk on up here, this is all of your bone meal right here, and this is all of your bottles of enchanting right here. And as I stated earlier, you do have regen and haste. You are going to need a beacon to build this thing, because you are going to need to make sure that you have regen, otherwise your character will die. So before we get started with the tutorial, just like I do with all my other big builds, we're going to go ahead and tear this thing down in survival mode and figure out what it's made of. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that time lapse. That was pretty fun, but now we're going to come over here and see what it takes to build this thing. Over here in our chest, we have all of our shulker boxes of bone meal and our shulker boxes of bottles of enchanting. We have 5 of each of those, and over here we have our 1 shulker box for our oak saplings. Of course, you can expand these out if you like, your bone meal and your bottles of enchanting. That just takes more hoppers, but I'm going to be using 5 in the design. Over here in our redstone in a box, we have a full chest for you guys this time. This redstone build is going to take 7 redstone blocks, a stack and 41 redstone dust, a stack and 19 sticky pistons, 10 regular pistons, 2 dispensers, 1 dropper, 10 observers, 2 buttons, 8 levers, 2 redstone torches, 4 redstone comparators, 30 redstone repeaters, 18 chests, 12 trap chests, a stack and 21 hoppers, 3 redstone lamps, a stack and 7 powered rails, 18 regular rails, 1 minecart, a stack and 6 oak wood, 7 ladders, and 20 obsidian. So you're going to need all of that in your redstone in a box. And over here is going to be all the building blocks of your choice. Over here you're going to need a stack and 36 blocks that support a beacon. Those are going to be any blocks of your choice. Over here, you also have blocks of your choice for any building that you want to do around your build that I did with any blocks of iron. Also, you're going to need some stairs of your choice, some light sources of your choice, a glass block of your choice, or any block for that choice. I just use it to stop myself in the minecart. I use glass because it doesn't suffocate the player. Also, a piece of dirt, a stack and 5 stone slabs. These are going to be for running all of your rails on. You can choose whatever type of slab you like. And also over here you're going to have 5 bits of stone or whatever block you're going to choose to put in a hopper clock. And of course down here you have all of your circuit blocks, and all of this is going to be for all of your redstone. So you can go ahead and take a picture of all that, and if you want to go ahead and get all the same colors of all that, you're going to need to go ahead and get all those colors and make sure that you go ahead and take a screenshot of that, and you guys should be done with that probably right about now. So go ahead and make sure you get your screenshots, okay? Alright, we're going to go ahead and back out, and now what we're going to do is we're going to head over to the other world and start with the tutorial. To start things off, you're going to need an area that's 22 blocks long by 15 blocks wide by 14 blocks tall, 4 of which are going to be below the floor level. Also over here you're going to see a small protrusion. If you're building this above ground, you need to make sure to have these 2 extra blocks here. If you're digging it below ground, you don't need to worry about that because you're going to run right to the wall and fall down anyway. So just keep that in mind. Also, you will need to keep a beacon nearby. This doesn't have to be within the area. A beacon does reach out 50 blocks in every direction from the center point. So make sure that you do have a beacon nearby your area that will reach the player that's chopping wood. Just as a quick side note, something that I always forget to do in all of my tutorials because it's not necessary, but it's very, very helpful, is to light up your under area. Everywhere underneath where all your redstone is, go ahead and make sure you throw a torch down. This is going to get rid of all your lighting updates and any mobs that could spawn in the area. So to get things started, we're going to be placing in your dirt block, and it's very important that you place this dirt block in the correct location. This block is the 8th block in from the front, so as you can see you got 5, 6, 7, 8 right there, so the dirt block is the 8th block, and same thing from this side, 5, 6, 7, 8, so that's going to be where it is located inside that farm. And then also from the ground up, you're going to be 2 blocks above the floor level. Once you have your dirt block in place, come to the front of it, whichever side you're going to be walking in from, and go ahead and place a slab in right there. Place some redstone dust on top, grab your redstone lamp, you're going to come off to the side right here, these are 2 temporary blocks, and place a lever on the front of that one. You're going to come around back over here, place a block right there, that's temporary. You're going to place your dispenser in, facing in that direction, and break that block out. Grab your hoppers, and we're going to be crouch placing it into this side of this dispenser right here. So go ahead and hop on top and crouch place a hopper into the side of that one. And you're going to come out 4 more hoppers. 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. You're going to turn to your right hand side and come around back to the dispenser and go out 4 more blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. So you should have a total of 5 hoppers right here in the front. You're going to go ahead and crouch place a lamp right here on the side with a lever on top, just like that. Grab some building blocks of your choice and come right underneath your redstone lamp here in the front. You're going to come down a block right here like that, and then a block out to the side right here, and you can break that one out. Place in a button on top of that block down here on the bottom, and then place in a dropper facing in the upwards position just like that. You're going to come off the side of that dropper by 3 hoppers, crouch placing these in like this. Just go 1, 2, 3 right there. And then off to the side you're going to place 3 more. 1, 2, 3, just like that. So you should have a total of 6 hoppers. These 2 right here are going to extend upwards just like that. You're going to crouch place 2 repeaters just like this. There we go. Alright, then what we need to do is we need to get a temporary block in here so we can place an observer in. So we're going to get a block right there, and then an observer pointing in the downward position just like that, and then another repeater right on top of that guy. Now go ahead and come underneath your downwards facing observer, place in a sticky piston right here in that direction, place in a redstone block, another temporary block right here, and then go ahead and break that guy out, and then place in a sticky piston in that direction right there. What we're going to do now is we're going to come down here with some yellow concrete, as I was saying, and we're going to go ahead and place in a block right here just like that. Now you're going to break out your green concrete, and you're going to come out right here, right here, right here, make this little 4 wide pattern like that, and then you're going to come off to the side 2 blocks just like that. That's going to be your whole green circuit right there. Place in your repeater here on your yellow block, your comparator on the green block, place in redstone dust everywhere else, just like that. Next to your bone meal dispenser right here by your dirt block, go ahead and place in an upwards facing observer just like that with a green block on top. Next, grab your sticky piston, come on down here underneath your dirt block like that and face it out to the right just like I have it. Come over here with a redstone block just like that. Now you're going to come over here with a repeater facing in that direction. Go ahead and bring this out in an L shape just like that and come down over here and continue this out over this way. You're going to put a repeater in right here. You're going to continue this outwards just like this, and that's going to come over to your dropper right here. So let's go ahead and put in a block right there, then a block out to the side like that. There we go. Alright, so that's going to be redstone dust all the way on that, just like that. And also same up here, anytime that redstone block gets pushed out, it's going to send redstone in both directions just like this. And then over here we have our button and our reset circuit, so we need to connect that up. Let's go ahead and put a block down there and a block off to the side. You can break that temporary one out, and that should run all the way over to your sticky piston. Let's see here, we need to put in a block underneath our sticky piston right there. There we are. And go ahead and run redstone all the way to that. So that anytime you hit that button, it should reset that piston. Now it's time to start chucking in your double piston extender. So what you're going to do is you're going to come off to the side of your dirt block, come out by 4 blocks just like that. Go ahead and break these out. These are just temporary, and so is that one right there. You're going to be placing in a piston right there, and another one right there, and on the bottom one, you're going to be placing in a light source. These pistons are going to go up 6 tall, so let's go ahead and get that up. Let's see if that's 5, 6, just right there. Let's go ahead and get that up right here, and then on the fronts of all these, you're going to be placing oak blocks, and you can place them in whatever orientation you really like. Come to this side of your double piston extender and come over here to the second pistons up, and you're going to place in 3 blocks like that, and same thing up there, and then same thing up here, just like that. You're going to take a repeater and you're facing it backwards just like that, back towards the back piston, and placing it on 2 ticks on every single one, and then placing redstone dust on both of those. Grab your half slabs, come over here and place these in right here just like this. You're going to place 3 of those in just like that. Come over here with a temporary block, and then you're going to go ahead and place in some more of these just like that, and go ahead and place in another temporary block and one more just like that, and you can break these 2 out. Go ahead and put redstone dust on top of all of these just like that. That's going to link those up all the way up. Coming off the sides of your back slabs right here, go ahead and come off 2 blocks right here facing inwards towards your green circuit like that. Go ahead and place a repeater there on 4 ticks and some redstone dust in the back, and you're going to do that to this one as well. So let's go ahead and do this one here. 4 ticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. And then some redstone dust right here. This one on the bottom is going to be a little bit different. So you're going to come out with a temporary block right there, just like that. And then you're going to make this L shape right there. You're going to come on down, place a block in right there. Place in a repeater, just 1 tick like that. You're going to place in a slab right there. Now you're going to break out this redstone, put in a temporary block, put your slab in right there, and you can put that redstone back, and then link all that up with redstone right there, and that should be pretty much almost everything done. Let's go ahead and put a repeater here on 4 ticks like that, and then redstone dust here and here. Go ahead and grab your sticky pistons because it's time to start chucking in your leaf crushers. So what you're going to do is you're going to come over here to this dispenser right here, come over 3 hoppers in the back like that, crouch place a sticky piston down just like that. That should give you 2 more spaces before you get to your double piston extender. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and come out 5 pistons just like this. Let's see, that's 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. All right, then that's going to go 5 high, just like this. 3, 4, 5, just like that. There we go. Alright, then you're going to go ahead and put oak blocks on the faces of all those pistons just in that orientation, so you guys are going to do that. Also over here, you're going to come over here just like this, come out 3, 4 temporary blocks just like that, and then place one in this direction, and actually it's going to be up one just like that because they don't go all the way to the bottom. So now you're going to come across in the same fashion all the way to the end of your other leaf crushers, so that should be a total of like 8 blocks, I believe. So we're going to cut it off right there. Yep, and that's also going to go up by 5 blocks as well, along with oak blocks on the faces of all these pistons. Once you have your leaf crushers in place and they're looking like this, go ahead and come to the back sides of them. You're going to go on the top and in the middle and on the bottom with some concrete just like this on both sides, and you're going to put redstone dust on top of all those blocks. Make sure to come to this side and do the same. Once you have your redstone for your leaf crushers all in place, go ahead and come over to the left hand side, which should be the bigger wall. You're going to start off by placing in a block right here and right here. Go ahead and get those 2 blocks in. First thing you're going to do is you're going to place redstone dust on top of that one. Go ahead and come over here with another block like this. Repeater there on 2 ticks. Same thing down below. Repeater on 2 ticks. Come up a block right here. Redstone dust on top. Another block on top. A block right here. Another repeater. Another block. Come around with blocks all the way to this point right here. Repeater right here. Redstone everywhere else. Come on over to your right hand leaf crusher. This one's quite a bit simpler. You're going to be placing in 2 blocks just like this, the repeater on set to 4 ticks and some redstone dust on the back, and you're going to do the same thing down here, 2 blocks, 4 ticks, redstone dust. Next, we're going to be building the room that houses your bone meal and your bottles of enchanting. So what you're going to do is you're going to come over here and place in a dispenser just 2 blocks up diagonally from that one. So that's 1, 2, so that's where your dispenser is going to go. So we're going to place a temporary block right there, and we're going to go ahead and place in our dispenser right there, just like that. Alright, so now what we need to do is we need to come over here and crouch place 5 hoppers going into that guy. So let's go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right like that. And then over here on the far one, we're going to go ahead and place in our redstone lamp with our lever on there. That's going to go ahead and lock that hopper, so when we go ahead and break our shulker boxes and replace them, they all end up right here in this hopper. That's what that's for. So let's go ahead and build this little room now. So we're going to go ahead and build ourselves a little floor coming out like this, and then also over here we have ourselves a little floor as well. We're going to come out again just like that. Go ahead and I believe we bring that all the way out just like this. There we are. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and bring that out and again, and then I believe, kind of looking over there too, just to get my bearings. Alright, so we're going to come over here like this and start bringing in the wall right here. And I believe wood gets pushed in right here, so the wood will actually be your wall on this side. So you don't put any blocks right here, the wood will be your wall once all that all those trees gets pushed over. So let's go ahead and fill this in, so when you break your shulker boxes, they don't get pushed out into an open area where they get lost, so you can keep them. And let's see here, I believe the second row up here, we actually made all these sea lanterns right here, so let's go ahead and break all these out. We'll go ahead and put in some sea lanterns for some light, so that way you can see in there. So let's go ahead and get these in. Alright, then over there we kind of went up at a diagonal right here, like this, and then kind of completed this little room right here, just like so. Let's go ahead and get this in here too. I believe we can go ahead and just go just like that right there. And how did we do that over there? I believe we brought this wall up right here, like that. There we are. Okay, so that completes that up just like that, and then you can bring this roof in all the way across. You're going to need that. We're going to need to place some rails on top of these, so that's why we're building this little room first. So now what we can do is we can actually come over here. We're going to build up the wall on this side as well. We're going to come out over this way, bring in your wall. You're going to make that 2 high, just like that, and then on this green layer right here, we're going to fill the rest of that in just like this. There you go, and then that should be your room pretty much done. And then what you're going to have over here is you're actually going to have a way to get up and down, so go ahead and leave that area open right there. Next, we're going to start building the rail system that takes the player around the entire farm to collect all the saplings very quickly. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to our dropper, go ahead and place in a block like that, and another one out like this. Come over to the side, come up 2 blocks, just like this, place in a button, place in your powered rail, and then your regular rail, a redstone block, 3 regular blocks, and then all of your powered rails. One more just like that. Come up here with your slabs, and actually come over here with your redstone block right there, and then 2 more blocks just like this, and then 1 down like that. That's going to be your entryway actually over here just like this, just like that. That's going to be your entryway right there. And actually go ahead and take this block over here, and you can place that in right there just like that. That's where that one needs to be. Alright, then over here place in your slabs. Okay, and then over here on the side you're going to step on down just like this. Come out another one, step on down, break these 2 out, put in 2 more blocks, come up a block, just like that, break these out, and then place in your powered rails. And then what you can do now is you can actually bring these all the way over like this, okay, and then over here, that should power all that. And then over here, you should continue out with your slabs, following the contour of the build over here. Let's go ahead and wrap these around, okay. You're going to bring these all the way around, just like this, following everything. Make sure that you miss this one high area. Make sure that you go over here. It's not going to matter that much if your player goes through a block and takes some damage. You have a regen beacon right by you, so your health will regenerate fairly quickly. So that's not really an issue. Go ahead and bring that around, following that contour all the way around, just like that. Next, you're going to come up just like this, and then let's see here. We're going to place in your powered rails right here. Just like that, on top of all these guys, you're going to come across like this, and then that's going to run into a block right here. You're going to come over here with your slabs right there, and then go ahead and put your powered rails in, just like that. You can go ahead and put in a lever right here on the backside where it's hidden, where nobody's going to see, and that should power that. There you go, that should power both of those. Awesome. Now what we're going to do is we're going to step on down right here. You're going to step on down just like that, and then another one down here. Let's see here if we can do this. I wonder if I can do that. Let's see here. We're going to have to bring out a temporary block right here, just like that. There we are. All right, then doing the same thing, following the contour of the build, staying at the bottom of this block right here, and then go ahead and bring that all the way across, just like this, all the way back around, just like that. All right, now you guessed it, we're going to go ahead and step on up again. So let's go ahead and get our slabs out over here. Let's go ahead and bring these around, just like this. Alright, just like that. Now what we need to do is we need to step on down on this side right here, just like that. And then come over here with a block, and then up a block. Go ahead and put your lever on the back side, just like that, and that should power all these rails. Go ahead and place in your rails right here on top of this layer, missing the corner, and come all the way over here, getting this layer all the way to there, just like that. You might need a redstone block right here. Go ahead and put in yourself a redstone block of some sort, like that. There you go. That should power all of that. Shouldn't be a problem, like I said, if your player runs through that. Go ahead and put your regular rails in the corners, linking all of these up, just like so. Bring out your powered rails again, going on all the straightaways. Then, of course, you're going to need some type of lever here in the middle. So go ahead and come right here, something like that. And actually, you know what? I've actually just thought of an idea. So go ahead and miss that. That's the way I did it in the example over there. It's going to take the same amount of material, so it's not a big deal. Let's go ahead and get this guy over here. Let's see here. Not that one. This should power both of these. It's going to be one lever. So let's go ahead and get this guy in here just like that. There we are. Okay, then a lever right there. That should power that without finagling with anything. Awesome. Okay, now you should be able to put your powered rail right there, and then also your regular rail. Let's go ahead and put that in right here, and also right there. And I believe, again, right here. Let's go ahead and put your powered rails in right there. Some regular rail in right there. Of course, you're going to need a way to power that, so go ahead and come down here with your block, and then your switch, just like that. Oh, that's going to finagle with that. Okay, sorry, you can't put that one there. Go ahead and put that back, just like this. Then I believe maybe, let's see here, up here, just, you know what, take these out. I don't believe we have powered rails out there. Go ahead and put some regular rails in right there. Over here, bring these in just like that. Then you should be able to flick this lever in the on position. That should give you power right there and power right there. This little area right here is not a big problem. You have powered rails in between. Go ahead and put yourself in a regular rail. Connect this up with some powered rails just like that. Go ahead and break this guy out. Let's see here. Maybe you can actually break that guy out. I'm finding a whole new way to do this here. Let's see if we can. If it doesn't finagle, it might look a little better to just go ahead and do that without having that be seen. Let's go ahead and put that right there. Will that mess with anything? Nope. Awesome. Let's go ahead and put that there so the lever's on the inside so you don't actually see it on the outside. That looks pretty clean right there. Awesome. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and continue this around. Go ahead and bring your regular rail, just regular rails right here, just go ahead and go all the way around, just like that. And then I believe you should be able to actually cancel this guy out. Let's go ahead and get that guy out. Bring your rail in just like that, and then another one right here. That should go. Let's see, that's not working right. I wonder why that's going. Let's see what we did over here. Let's see how that works over here. I see what we did. We actually stepped on out another block to make that not happen. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that here real quick. Let's go ahead and get this out here and then rebuild this guy. Go ahead and put these two rails back in place just like that. That should go like that. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and follow this out just like this, and that'll go ahead and solve that issue, hopefully. There we go. Looks good. Come back around to the front side with your slabs, and we're going to continue off this top guy right here. Go ahead and bring this out like that to the flush edge just like so. Break out this powered rail. Fill that in with regular rails. Now come over here with your glass block. You're going to put in a little stopper if you're building this above ground. If you're building this below ground, that's perfectly fine. You can just leave stone right there or whatever you're using. Go ahead and come all the way down to right here. Then you're going to place in a block right here, just like that. Go ahead and bring this all the way around just like there. Go ahead and break all of these out in between, just like this. There you go. Alright, now what we can do is we can come around this side, place in your lever, just like that. 2 powered rails, and then the rest of them are going to be regular rails just like that. That should connect up nice and neatly just like so. Go ahead and put in your minecart, and let's go ahead and test this guy out. Go ahead and press the button. Should send you around the entire farm very, very efficiently, very quickly. There we go. Bring you right back, and then you should be able to exit and continue planting trees. Just to show you guys an example, these are where all the saplings are going to be, where they get dispersed onto the redstone area. Not exactly onto the minecart area, but they all get dispersed out onto these areas just like this. Now I'm going to go ahead and take a minecart ride and show you that it collects most of these saplings, if not all of them. So let's go ahead and come on down here and take a little minecart ride, and you can see how fast they collect into my inventory, just like that. Look at how fast those go. Let's see, we got ourselves just over a stack of 9, just like that. We should be able to come right back and start planting saplings all over again. And with the saplings that we get, we should have plenty more coming out of our dropper. And as you can see, most of the saplings are gone. Everything around here is all gone. Everything around there except for just that little area right there. But like I said, it only connects what the player actually gets to, which I believe I actually got a little bit closer than the minecart puts you there. But nonetheless, as you can see, most of the saplings are all collected, so it does work pretty efficiently. Go ahead and come to the front of the build and complete this all up. You can block this off, making that a little pocketed area just like this. Go ahead and bring that around. Just like so, placing in all these blocks, making it look nice and neat. Then you can place your little doorstep like that, so it's nice, easy access all the way in. Also over here, you can place in these blocks. Go ahead and complete up the inside over here. Make this look all nice and neat inside right here for yourself. Over here, you can put in some blocks right there. And then right here, you're going to leave this open because we're going to be working right here right now. So we go ahead and place in your stair block coming out here. We're going to be going, putting a little access way to our storage area. So what we need to do now is we actually need to come down a block like this. Go ahead and bring this around right here. Coming around these pistons just like this. Go ahead and come off that temporary block I placed like that. And then go ahead and place in a block up like that. That'll just go ahead and make it look a lot nicer, neater as you walk around. Then right here at this redstone block right here, you're going to place in another stair down like that. Then go ahead and place in 3 more. Just go ahead and, that's 2, and then 3, like that. This is going to be your floor level for your storage area. So go ahead and bring this out just like this. And go ahead and bring that out and around just like this. Here we are. Got in a bad groove right there. There we are. Alright, then what we can do is we can come over here, bring in some sea lanterns, stack those up 3 high, just like that. And then you can come over here with your chest and start placing these in, stack these up 3 high, and then go ahead and place in your trap chest, just like this, and stack those up 3 high as well. Go ahead and do the same thing, bring that out 5 wide, just like this. Here we are, and then go ahead and bring your floor out. We're going to have to extend this floor. Let's go ahead and bring this out a little bit more. See how much more? We got 1 more. Okay, that's perfect. Go ahead and come over here like this. Then you can go and place in your sea lanterns on the side just like that. Bring in your regular chests. Crouch place souls in the side just like this. There we are. Alright. Go ahead and get yourself a temporary block for the back so you can come out here and crouch place all these chests into each other just like this. And I recommend coming out a couple blocks so you can actually crouch place the hoppers into the backs of them too. So go ahead and get your chests. crouch place, just place all these chests in, your trap chests, just like this, then your regular chests, do your regular chests again, and then your trap chest in the middle right there, just like that. There you go. Okay, then go ahead and break out your hoppers. Go ahead and crouch place hoppers into the backs of all these guys, just like this. Go ahead and get that all completed up. There we are. Looking good. Alright, last set. Alright, that's all done. Okay, so let's go ahead and get all these temporary blocks out of here. We can break all these out now. Alright, so that is your storage area all done right there. So now what we need to do is we actually need to put the roof in. So come on over this way, right here. Go ahead and get that all in just like that, and then fill this all in along with the walls. Go ahead and get that in just like this. Over here on this side, fill this in with your wall, just like this. And then over here on this side, you're going to put a ladder up on the wall coming up to this green block right here. So go ahead and come off this green block, come on down just like that. Bring your floor in on over. Then what you can do over here is you can fix this floor up just like this. And I believe on this side, you're actually going to leave a block downwards just like that. You're going to leave that little block open just like that because that's for a redstone block. And then you can actually fill the rest of these in just like this. Go ahead and fill that in. And then get your ladders and bring these all the way up to the top so you can have easy access up to your bone meal and your bottles of enchanting up here just like that. There you go. Alright, so that brings you up here to that level so you can access that nice and easily. And then you can go ahead and complete your roof on top of everything right here. Go ahead and come over here. I believe right here is where it can start. And then go ahead and bring that in and complete that up. And then bring this in over here. There you go. So you have an enclosed room. Go ahead and get that enclosed like that too, so it's all nice and neat for you when you actually go up and out of your farm. So it's actually nice and neat, pretty seamless. Your hoppers, you're going to place one facing straight down into the one on the right hand side just like that, and place these going into each other just like this. There you go. Then on this side you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to come around this way just like that. There you go. And then on this side you're going to place these facing straight in just like that, and that should cover the entire area of your chopping area. Grab some regular pistons, and on these back hoppers right here, go ahead and place these in just like this, facing that way, facing inwards just like this. That should go ahead and push all the wood into the player that's going to be facing right here. So that should look just like that if you're right here on top of this sea lantern or whatever light source of your choice. Next, what we need to do is we need to build a staircase of pistons facing on up. That's going to push the wood on down. So what we need to do is we need to bring in some couple temporary blocks just like this. Go ahead and put in a piston facing downwards right there. That's going to push that block downwards just like this. Now what we need to do is we need a staircase on up just like this. So you're going to go 5 blocks upwards just like this. Go ahead and place these in just like that and get all 5 pistons in. That's 4, and then a 5th one. Here we are just like that. That should be the very top. Go ahead and break all these pistons out like that. That's all temporary, and place in your obsidian blocks right here, which is going to cover all of that. Then you can go ahead and redstone on top of all of your obsidian. While we have our obsidian out, go ahead and come over here to your double piston extender, place 2 blocks up like this, and come over 2 blocks more just like that. That should be directly over your wood block, just like that, and that should make sure that you have 7 blocks. So you have 6 blocks, which is your piston extender, plus your 7th one should allow the tree to grow to 5 tall, which is exactly what you want. So now you have a 5 tall piston staircase that's going to shove all your blocks in the downwards position into a nice row just like this. That should just shove it over into a 4 or 5 block area for the player to chop up. So that's going to be there just like that. So what we need to do now is we need to encase this thing and make it to where no blocks get out. So go ahead and come off the side of your piston right here. Go ahead and come up a block just like that. You're going to case all this in right here. On this guy right here, you're going to place in an observer. That's going to detect whenever a tree comes in and whenever a tree gets chopped up. So it's going to detect both of those. So we're going to go ahead and come on back to that here in a second. Go ahead and place in your obsidian all right here. You're going to place it in an obsidian block right there so that doesn't get pushed out. And again, go ahead and put in obsidian all above here just like that. There you go. And then the rest of that should be all filled in with wood, and it shouldn't actually go anywhere. So now coming out of this guy, what we're going to do is I'm actually just going to use some yellow blocks. You don't have to do that. You can actually leave these decorative if you like. That's completely up to you, but I'm just doing that so you guys can see. Go ahead and put in that circuit right here. You're going to run the redstone dust coming into this guy right there, just like that. And you're going to come on down with your sticky piston, place that on the side of that block with your redstone block right there. And actually, we're going to leave that one down below because that's the way it's supposed to be. Grab your observers and come on top of your pistons. Go ahead and face them in this direction, 4 just like that. Then 3 more on top, just like this. Go ahead and grab your cyan blocks. We're going to place in some just like this. Go ahead and come out to the end, and then 2 more up here just like that. Go ahead and break out your repeater. Put that on 2 ticks. You're going to put in some redstone dust all the way around, just like this, just like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come up here, place in some what is that? Magenta concrete. Sorry about that. Place in that right there, and then you're also going to place these in all down here just like that. Then you're going to step on out like this. Go ahead and come out 2 blocks. Fill all that in just like this. Go ahead and put in some repeaters right here on 1 tick. Go ahead and put all these in right here. Put redstone dust behind all of these guys. Go ahead and come over here and place in a block up like this with a repeater on it like that. Go ahead and bring in a block up like this, and then staircase on up to your redstone up here, just like this. There we go. That should do the trick. And actually, I believe in my example, I have it down just like that, just for compaction reasons. So go ahead and hook up this redstone around here just like this. There we go. Alright, and that should do the trick right there. So now what you've got is you've got a detection system that detects when your blocks move in. 2 ticks later, they get pushed down, and then 4 ticks later, they get pushed over. So that's how you get that full chopping system, by just putting in that redstone right there. Come back here to your chest and come on inside. Go ahead and fill in the remaining blocks. Let's see here, we've got 1 block too many. Go ahead and break that one out. Go ahead and place in the ones that are missing. Go ahead and place all these in right here. These are all your floor blocks, just like that. This is going to be, let's see, you can block this up right here. Actually, that's going to start right there. Let's go ahead and leave that open for a stairway. And we're going to go ahead and open that up. Go ahead and place these blocks in here. Just like that, right here. There we go. Starting to look pretty good. Go ahead and bring in another block in above yourself like that to go ahead and bring in the roof. There we go, just like that. Then let's see here, we can bring the roof in all the way over here, just like this. There we are. And then we can put an obsidian. Actually, that's going to be all wood right here. Excuse me, don't do that. That's going to be all wood getting shoved in here. So that's going to be 2 blocks tall, so that's perfect. So that should be the roof right there. So make sure to leave that open. All right, so we're looking pretty good. Let's see what else. I think we need blocks right here and right there. That's going to complete that up. And then also we can have a block right here. I believe we can do that as well. Yep, that's looking pretty good. Also, we can put a block on top of here. I believe we can put blocks all on top of here just like that. Go ahead and fill all that in. That makes it look nice and neat. So now we've got a room that's looking pretty good. Should it be looking pretty seamless like that. Should have a nice little area to chop all your wood right here. All right, and that should connect up just like that. All right, we're getting to the end of the final stages here. Let me go ahead and see what else we have to do. Finish. We need to, of course, put the XP bottle circuit in, the one that spits out an XP bottle every 50 blocks we break. So what we need to do is we need to come over here to these 2 blocks right there and place in 2 orange circuit blocks just like that. Place in your repeater right there and right there. Step a block up right here just like that. Put in 2 torches on the side of those guys. Place in a temporary block and then your hopper. Go ahead and break that block and then crouch place on top of this guy. Break that hopper and face him back into this guy. Grab your 5 items, place those in. Come over here, place in a couple temporary blocks until you can get one in the front of this hopper right here, just like that. Go ahead and get that in there. Alright, then you need to build this little formation. You need to come up a block like that and a block out like this. Come up a block right here and a block out right here. Alright, then go ahead and put a temporary block in right here and put in your piston. Just like that with a redstone block on its face. Now come over here with your comparator, your redstone dust, then a repeater, just like that, and duplicate this on the other side. You're going to have some blocks in your way, so we're going to have to do some block breaking here in a second. Go ahead and put your comparator in just like that. That's going to go a block up right here, and then of course you're going to have to go a block down right there. So let's go ahead and break that one out here really quick and put some redstone dust in here just like that. Go ahead and fill that back in. There we are. Alright, then over here off to this side, go ahead and break that one out. Then here is your repeater right here. And then of course your piston right there, and that should complete that up. Go ahead and break out that temporary block. Alright, now what we need to do is we actually need to come over here, right here, make sure that you're on this block right here, which is the one that has the redstone on it. Go ahead and place a block right here, some redstone dust, and then a repeater. Come into your storage areas and place in all of your bone meal and all of your bottles of enchanting. Make sure to come down beneath and light up all of your redstone. Make sure that no mobs spawn and all the lighting updates are kept down to a minimum. Anytime this redstone flashes, it causes major lighting updates, and any lighting that you can put anywhere is going to help out the lag. Remember to also construct your beacon. You need to make sure that you have one iron ingot to put in here. You're going to need to make sure you have that, or gold ingot, or any one of these items. You need to make sure that you need to have haste. You're going to have haste and regen on it, so you need to make sure that you press down on the heart. So you're not going to have haste 2, you're just going to have regen and haste. So as you can see, if you hit this, if you hit triangle, you should see that you have regen and haste, and if you do have those, then you've done it correctly, as long as all those are working. And make sure that those are functional when you're in this position over here. Make sure that these are all active when you're in this position. Make sure that these are all active, and as you can see, they keep on going back up to 16. Here they're going to drop down there, so that means that they are active. Every single time they drop down to about 13 or 12, they boost right back up to 16, which means that we have constant regen and haste, so that's good. I think we're just about done here, guys. Let me go ahead and grab some saplings. You're going to need to make sure that you have a good supply of saplings. Let's go ahead and grab all these guys up and put these in our shulker box here. And actually, you know what? We're not done. Let's go ahead and grab our hoppers. We need to put in all of our sapling collectors. Let's go ahead and come over here. Let's go ahead and break this block out right there. And then over here, you can come over here with all of your hoppers. And basically what you want to do is you want to come over here, and at the level that this is at right here, you want to basically get all these hoppers to lead into that one hopper over there. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here just like this. Go ahead and crouch place all these hoppers all along in here as much as you can, filling in the space. And then of course you want to come out back here. You want to come all the way back to the back of your pistons, placing all these in just like this. It doesn't really matter as long as they're all directed towards that one piston. It doesn't matter what orientation you have them in. There you go. That should be to the back of your pistons right there. Make sure that that goes all the way back to that piston and comes to the back of this piston. Also over here on this side, we need to do the same thing. Remember that we have these hoppers over here, so let's go ahead and tie into these guys. Let's go ahead and get these all in here just like this. Let's go ahead and put all these hoppers in here. That'll go ahead and collect all the saplings. It's going to come on down this way. Put these in just like that. Let me go ahead and crouch place a temporary block out here. Then we're going to make sure to cover all of our pistons just like that. Go ahead and come out this way just like that. There we are. And then we need to crouch place another block out here just like that. There we are. Alright, then make sure to come underneath this piston as well, just like that. And that should go ahead and do all of your sapling collection, just like that. Go ahead and grab yourself a green shulker box like we had. And you're going to come over here to the front area and put your green shulker box in. Also, you need to break that block out. Grab yourself a slab. Where's our slabs at? There we are. Go and grab yourself a slab, and then you can grab yourself a full block for decoration. Go ahead and put your shulker box in. You need to crouch place that in there just like that. And then go ahead and put all of your saplings in there. Let's go ahead and get these in our dropper just like that. There we are. Let's go ahead and get some more saplings just so we're good to go. Oh, we don't want all of those. We just want oak saplings. There we go. Let's go put all these in here just like this. Alright, we're looking pretty good. I think that's good to go. Let's go ahead and flick our lever on, see if this thing starts up. Is that going to start? That's not starting for some reason. Let's go ahead and check out, see what's happening. Let's see what's going on here. We need to make sure that this comparator here is on subtract mode. Go ahead and do that. I know that's exactly what the problem was. Go ahead and make sure that that comparator is set. Once that's done, go ahead and come back over here. Yes, it looks like it's going to work. Let's go ahead and plant a tree. Is that going to go? Alright, we have an issue. Let's go ahead and see what's happening here. Let's go ahead and leave the farm on. Leave the farm on. Let's go ahead and see over here what's going on. That shouldn't be quite like that. Let me go ahead and find out what's going on, and we'll go ahead and fix the problem here. I'm not really sure why that started doing that, and that one over there does the exact same thing. It jams up just as well, and which is funny is because just this morning it was working perfectly, but nonetheless, I found the problem, so let's go ahead and fix it. What we're going to do is we're going to break out those 2 blocks right there, and then place in some blocks right here and right here, then 2 up right here. Go ahead and break out these temporary ones like that. Place in yourself a repeater on 4 ticks, and then another one just on 1, just like that. So that should be 5 ticks in between. That should solve the entire problem. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a sapling in our inventory here. Alright, let's go ahead and come on into here. Let's go ahead and flick our farm on. Now I need to log my second account in. Let me go ahead and grab my second controller here. Alright, he's now in. Let me go ahead and put a rubber band around his trigger. He's in our chopping area. Let me go ahead and get him all set up here. There we go. Make sure that the trigger is pinned just like that, and pressing him into the front right corner just like that. Aiming down there at the end of the obsidian block just like that. Let me go ahead and get on my other controller now. Alright, let's go ahead and put ourselves in survival. Let's go ahead and put him in survival just like this. There we are. Alright, then put ourselves in survival. Alright, let's go ahead and grab our saplings and look down at our dirt block, and let's see if these trees get pumped out the way they're supposed to. Well, I think everything's going to work out just fine. Looks pretty good so far. Let's go ahead and see. Alright, we got a few more trees to fill up the entire farm until we start getting wood in the wood chamber. Pumping them out pretty fast. See if we get another one here. We can get one more. Come on. Sometimes it does take a while. The algorithm on how the tree grow. Basically, it just depends on how long it takes. But as you can see, it does grow. There's our first tree block. There's our second tree block. Alright, so it's coming in pretty quickly. Very nice. Alright, there we go. Now when we get the final one, that's when it actually stops the farm so it doesn't jam up. And as you can see, every single tree, it should stop the farm and then start the farm. Once all the wood's chopped, it starts the farm back up, stops the farm, starts the farm. There it is, just like that. Sorry, the tree farm never gets jammed up. Because I know that sometimes it does take a while for the trees to grow, but sometimes they can grow instantly, which that will jam up your farm, which is why we have this system in place. So, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. It looks like everything is working correctly. So, I'm going to go ahead and undo my trigger here. Let's go ahead and... happens when you move your controller. You unplug your mic just like that, but nonetheless that was pretty cool. Looks like this farm is working correctly. Let's go ahead and back our guy out here, and let's go ahead and check our thing. Let's go ahead and turn our farm off over here. Let's go and turn that off. Check inside of our storage system, and all of our wood should be coming down in here very nice and neatly. Let's go ahead and check on that. 38 pieces. Nice. Everything's coming there nice and neatly. Nothing else is coming in there. So it should fill up from this side over that way, so everything's in one set of chests. Awesome. So everything's working perfectly. Everything's coming in here the way it should be. It looks like we got a few extra blocks right there. Let's go ahead and, you know what? You can probably just go ahead and fill those in. Just go ahead and put in yourself in creative and get some regular blocks like that, and go ahead and fill that space in right there, and that'll go ahead and get rid of those leaves. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. And as you can see, we've got ourselves a bunch of saplings. Let's go ahead and take a trip on our minecart and collect all of those. Let's go and hop in here, press the button, and as you can see, we're collecting a bunch of saplings pretty quickly. There we are. Awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and hop on out, and then we can go right back to planting trees. Sweet. Well, guys, like I said, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please remember to hit that like button, and if you really liked it, please remember to subscribe, and as always, share this video with all your friends. I'm Broken Bones, and I will see you guys next time.